落ちた競合飛べないカラス
What's up YouTube, it's NonBlackwing here with my regional 2022 Blackwing Top 8 deck profile. So let's jump straight into it without further ado. We ran 3 Simons, you know already the deal. He searches or activates Whirlwind from the deck and you can just, start your combos. You want to get him to your every hand basically. You run 3 of him. No more, no less. Then you run 3 Krises. Simon plus any level 4 can basically make the Kaiju combo, including a Borreload Savage Dragon that can basically negate a Twin Twister or Cosmic Cyclone, whatever that could destroy your rank up spell in the main phase. You want to run 3 of him. The same goes with, obviously, with Bora as well. Really good, can make some piercing damage if that comes up. But yeah, 3 Boras. Then we run 3 Zephyroses. Some people only play 1, I don't know why. Definitely 3 of, in my opinion, because Zephyros plus any Blackwing you can special summon can do the combo just really good. Then we run 3 Gusts, also I think a 3 of, because basically if you don't open up with Simon, you can just straight up special summon him and you have a Blackwing on the field and then you can just start to special summon guys before you normal summon. The issue with the deck was, or sometimes even nowadays is, that if your normal summon gets destroyed, how do you continue? Because you need that one Blackwing on the field to be able to continue. So yeah, that's why we play 3 Gusts, and also Gust is really good with 3 Harmattan, because Harmattan can take or add 1 Blackwing's levels to itself. So basically you can make a really easy level 4 Harmattan. And why we are also maxing on level 2s is for the Djinn buster that can basically negate Nibiru when you're going first. Yes. Then we only run 1 Auster. I wanted to minimize the monsters that has to be normal summoned, and that was the reason why I only play 1 Auster. And also, yeah, that's one of the reasons, and also that when going for the grind game, I would rather just not go for the grind game, if that makes any sense. Auster is still a great card, don't get me wrong, but I changed something in the main deck yeah, that took the other Auster's spot. So only 1 Auster. Then we run 1 Gale as well. When you open up like Simon and double Whirlwind, the first of the Whirlwinds searches Auster and the second one searches Gale. And Gale is also a nice card when going second. You can have something, maybe eat an Appaloosa negation, just stuff like that. And yeah, he's not that good when going first. Obviously he's just really nice there for like a body. And him plus Harmattan can make a Borreload Savage Dragon, that's nice. But other than that, he's not that needed in the deck, because he's a level 3. If he would be level 2 or level 4, he would be just really good. Yeah, only 1 Gale. Then we run 1 Oroshi. Oroshi is a card that you can special summon when you control a Blackwing monster, and basically it's the card with the least attack. So meaning that when you have a Black Whirlwind on the field and you summon any Blackwing, basically you can summon it from the deck. So yeah, it's good. Then for the non-Blackwing cards, we play Raidraptor. It's there for the Kaiju combo, obviously. You want to run it in some hands where you think you break, you open up Gust and some Blackwings and Raidraptor. You can just special summon Gust, special summon the other Blackwings, and after that you can normal summon actually Raidraptor. So sometimes, it's not even that bad opening it to your hand. Or then if you can go for an XYZ, you can just, use it or special summon it from the hand by its effect. Then we run 1 Boot. It's not that crucial to get it banished or sent to the graveyard with Rusty. It's actually, you can also banish it face down with Small Wall in this deck. I'll come to that soon as well. But yeah, and if you draw it, you can also, usually special summon it or get to the field. For example, Strix could special summon your Raidraptor, and after that, you can just special summon this, and then Strix has usually set 1 rank up card, and if you use this for something, you get the 2nd rank up card also set. So it's not that bad if you draw it, but it's also really good to just be in the deck for Rusty to send, and then you can just set the 1 rank up card and add Brigandine to your hand. So yeah. And then we run 1 Strangle Lanius, usually the card that you want to add with 4 Strix. to your hand, because at that point of the combo, of the Kaiju combo, you usually don't have any Blackwing on the field, so it can be a Blackwing card, or you can have, but then you're really lucky. For example, it would be like a Zephyros or something. But yeah, Strangle Lanius is just really good because you can just special summon it when you have a face-up dark monster on the field, and then there are situations where you can actually use secondary effect to special summon Raidraptor back from the graveyard. So yeah, really good card, like Never Dead, really good. Then for hand traps I run 3 Gammas, just really insanely good. When going first, you know, you play your Small Worlds, you play your Simon's effect, you know, you play whatever, and this card just ensures you that your play is gonna go through, you know. You play your Small World, they ask you, okay, you make this, you have summoned the Driver from the deck, which can be the next card, your Driver, you make Omega, take 1 card from their hand, you know, then your opponent has 3 cards in their hand, and you know, then you can go for your combo. Going second, you know, they have Appaloosa on the field or whatever, you play Simon, they negate, okay, well you negate it with Gamma and just easy as that, you're back in the game basically. Yeah, really like Gamma and Driver, just amazing card in this deck. Then I also play 1 Radian, this is basically for the Small World engine to work, and so basically when going first playing Small World you need this, and when going second it's also, well obviously Kaiju is pretty good when going second. So you can just drop this on DPE, Appaloosa, whatever that is a big threat to you. Yeah. Then for the spell cards we run 3 Small Worlds, and this is basically the card that makes this deck, or take this deck to the next level. It can search Simon, so basically the opener of the deck. It can search this card by banishing any Winch Beast monster from your hand, and then banishing face down Radian, and you can basically search Simon. If you have Radian in your hand, you can banish Boots from the deck, and then you can get Simon to your hand. And there are just so many ways of like manipulating what kind of card you want to your hand. For example, if you want the Radiant to your hand, that's also completely manageable to do. So really good Small World. Adds a lot of consistency for you to go through the combo. Alright, then the next card, 3 Allures. We play so many Darks. You obviously want to play Allure of Darkness, trying to get to Simon faster. Yeah, enough said. Thinning the deck is good. Then we play only 2 Black Whirlwinds, and the reason for this is that you need a lot of dark monsters, or monsters in general, to be able to run Allures and Small Worlds. And in those scenarios you would not want to have Whirlwinds in your hand, because you obviously with Small Worlds you want to have a monster so you can get to Simon that enables Black Whirlwind. So in those situations you don't want to open up with too many Whirlwinds. For example, if you draw 2 Whirlwinds, Small World and Allure of Darkness, you know, that's kind of a really bad hand. You have to draw like 2 monsters with Allure of Darkness. So I just wanted to minimize those hands, and basically with this deck and how it works right now, basically almost any monster is equal to Black Whirlwind. And like for the combo, if you can normal summon once per turn, then any Blackwing you can special summon is the same as 1 Black Whirlwind, pretty much. So yeah, and 3, you know, 3 is a little bit overkill. Even if you open up with 1 and having Simon that you can activate in your hand, you're getting double Whirlwind, and that's just really good, and usually just more than enough for you to go through the combo safely and just winning the game. So that's why only 2 Black Whirlwinds. And then for the rank up cards, we play both of these. So basically this card rank up your 4 Strix into Arsenal Falcon, and this for Arsenal Falcon into Kaiju on your opponent's turn. And with this card you can also, it's a quick play, so you can play it on your opponent's turn. If you kind of brick or open up, or your opponent has something to disrupt your first turn, you can still play on your opponent's turn and play on a XYZ monster you control and summon it to a point where Rusty is pointing, so you get the XYZ monster, and then you get to bar this effect to pop 1 card of your opponent. So it can be played in multiple ways, not only for the combo, so it's kind of a nice card. This card is basically only for summoning Kali-Yuga. There's no other reason for it being in the deck, so it's kind of a brick. You don't want to see this in the opening hand, but this is kind of okay-ish. Yeah, so those two. And then for the last card we have one Shade Brigade. Usually want to search this card with Rusty, of course, and it's, you know, always alive because it's the only trap in that deck. So let's go for the extra deck then, shall we? We play one Chidori, level 7. Enough said, you know, if you want to go for 7 you can go for him. We play one Borreload Savage Dragon. When you go for the combo you can also go for him for in the first turn. You play Gammas and Driver, so you obviously want to play Omega there. Just making Omega on your first turn, you know, disrupting your opponent's hand trap and taking one card from their hand is really good, and then go for your combos. One Full Armor Master. I actually think I should have made this in the regionals more than I did, because when going second this card is just so good. I actually lost one of the games, I got trolled, and after that I just thought that I had a game, and then he had Nibiru in his hand, and that was game 2. I was really confused on it was just crazy that he left Nibiru in the deck in game 2, but it is what it is, and I lost that game because I didn't go into Full Armor Master. Then for the links we play one IP Masquerina. This card is really good for multiple reasons. For example, if you brick a little bit you can kind of do it and link it on your opponent's turn, which is nice. If you get Nibiru token, and any monster can go into this, and you know, something else can go for Bardish, then that's nice. Then we play one White Strix. Basically it enables the combo, special summons Zephyros from the deck or Raider's Wing or something like that. One Nightmare Unicorn. Summon this once. Not that needed in the deck, but it's still really nice to have there for those hands where you can get the combo off, you know, just with IP Masquerina going for this and bouncing something, and then maybe having a Time Thief redoer with a trap, and you know, your opponent has a lot of issues summoning monsters after that, obviously. Then we have the one Bardish that searches the rank up cards and other stuff from your deck. Then we have number 65 Djinn Buster, basically the card that negates Nibiru from your opponent's hand. Then we have 4 Strix, which is also needed for the combo, searches Strangle Lanius to your hand. Then we have Gaga Magician that basically enables different kind of hands where you think you brick. For example, if you have Gust, Harmattan, Zephyros, you can play through one Ash or Impermanence or whatever if you play Gaga Magician, otherwise you can't. And you also end up on way better fields if you play Gaga Magician, right? You can make Ultimate Falcon really easily with this deck on your first turn, as well with Kali-Yuga. So yeah. Then we have Time Thief Redoer. You know, he's a really good card because he doesn't target, you know, bouncing, and he just can get a lot of advantage if you get those spell cards there. So he's a really nice monster. Then we have Arsenal Falcon, just special summon something from the Winch Beast from the deck, and it's needed for the rank up card to rank up to Kali-Yuga. Then we have Ultimate Falcon. Yeah, Ultimate Falcon is Ultimate Falcon, it's nice. And then we have one King Kali-Yuga, which basically, you know, drop this on your opponent's turn and offer the handshake. That's pretty much what the card does. Your opponent might try to play Droplet on it, but you just say that no, that doesn't work, and offer the handshake again. After that, let's go to my side deck quickly. Going first, I want to play 3 Prohibitions. Basically, why Prohibitions over like something else is because this deck runs Zephyros, so you can play Prohibition, say the card that would hurt you the most, let's say Gamma, Nibiru, you know, whatever strange card they would play. Then go for the combo, and after that, when you summon Ultimate Falcon and play its effect, detaching Arsenal Falcon, your opponent cannot play any cards. After that, you can bounce this back to your hand by the effect of Zephyros, and then just call the card that would hurt you the most when going second. So let's say Super Polymerization. If you don't have any back row negate or cards that could negate back row removal, you could just say Musica Space Typhoon, you know, Tweet Twister, Cosmic Cyclone, you know, whatever. Basically, depending on what you're playing against, what you want to say. Or if you play against like Dogmatica, a Dogmatica Invoke deck, you know, you just say Aster and they lose. No, just kidding, but you know, you can also kind of say key cards if you brick with the decks when going second. So that's also really nice with the prohibition. And then also one card by the Grey that I like to side in for obvious reasons. So this card I usually side in when going first. Yep. And then we have kind of the second stuff. So we have one red reboot and one Harpy's Feather Duster for obviously trap cards or trap decks, you know, back row decks. Well, really good. I don't think there's anything I have to say here. In my originals, I actually didn't play a single time against a back row heavy deck, which was really nice, so I didn't have to side these in a single time. But they are still there and they are really good cards, so we'll not drop these from the side deck. Then for the more... Then for the more main back row removal, I also ran 3 evenly matched. I sided in these quite a lot, almost like every matchup I think, and it was a really nice card to side in. Because obviously, you know, with Dark Ruler or more, they might have anti-spell fragrance set and you can activate that. So evenly match is really nice, and when you evenly match you can still kind of do the Caliber combo main phase 2, and then your opponent can't play on their turn, and then you can try to finish them off on your turn again. So even though it skips your turn, it's kind of fine. So let's say, you know, you battle phase, play evenly matched, then they leave like an Appaloosa, then you just small wall it Radian, and then you just slap it on the Appaloosa and then you're good to go. Yep. But then for the more monster heavy decks, we obviously also run Dark Ruler no more. This can be anti-spell fragrance, which is not that nice, but otherwise I really like the card. Just gets rid of those really nasty, like almost unbreakable boards that you know have a lot of monster negations on them. But yeah. Then for the last 3 cards, I play 3 Lancers. This is just good against so many decks right now. I would not play anything else here right now. Like draw and lockboard could be a thing, Twin Twisters could be a thing if you experience or if there's more back row on your or where you're living at. But right now I think this Lancer is just such a nice card you can play. So yeah, I would definitely play 3 Lancers. And my matches that I played with the deck was I played against Invoke Dogmatica, then I played against Heroes. I won both of them. Then I played against the strange bird deck that normal summons a lot. I won them as well. Then I played against PK Fire, and I basically lost to that. I bricked and had I bricked the second game and first game. They just Skite DPA locked me, so I couldn't do anything in the first game. And then I played against one Tri-Brigade and I actually lost that as well. And I think I lost that to... There was 2 reasons why I lost that. The third game, we went to third game, and I lost that because I think I misplayed a little bit. And one huge reason that I noticed from the deck that I'm gonna change is that I'm gonna... there was so much DPI, or DPA, you know, Dark Phoenix hero guy, that I just have to drop Chidori for the new... Alright guys, sorry for that, actually my battery ran out in my phone. But yeah, let's get back to the video. So basically what I would change in the deck is my Chidori. I didn't make it a single time. I would change this for the Chark Chamber guy. Charmer guy, you know, the guy who can special summon a guy from your opponent, a dark monster from your opponent's graveyard. I would play that instead of this card. That would have helped me so much this weekend. But yeah, other than that, I wouldn't change a card yet. I'm still testing a couple of things out. Yeah, thank you for all my members who have been supporting me, and they already saw this deck like 1-2 weeks ago. Me preparing for it, talking about more in depth about the side deck, what I sided out, what I sided in against certain matchups and so on. If you're interested, please support me, join the channel. That way you also have access to some exclusive perks and so on. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed the deck list, and yeah, thank you for watching, and I'm out.
それでも一人じゃなくなったあいつは強いよ。